Hey, world. It's Ben when we come back to another video. Fam, I want to come back with this video because I just wanted to give my brief analysis of what happened in Washington, if it even happened in Washington. Because like I say, anything you see on the television, man, you got to be skeptical of. And the only reason I say that, family, because as a former firefighter with HFD for several years and a paramedic, I kind of understand protocol, and I kind of understand like when there's emergencies, what's normally out there, and it's definitely if there's someone killed or shot, right? At this Capitol building, where it was predominantly non-melanated people out there. I've never in my life seen, and this is at the Capitol rather, when have you ever seen law enforcement agencies, whether it's the Capitol Police, whether it's National Guard, anything, state police, running from rioters like that? And that was ridiculous. And for me, with having some, revisionist history, I just remember back in the 50s, looking at that footage in the 50s and the 60s, how when Afro-melanated people tried to protest, dogs were sicked on them. They were spraying water hoses on them, pepper spraying, billy clubs. You did. But what I seen at the Capitol building were Caucasians attacking police officers, and the police officer was running and they had guns. I mean, they didn't use any other methods of defending themselves or defending the Capitol building. It was all, to me, just a big hoax. Because, and maybe I'm wrong, did any of you guys see fire trucks out there? Ambulances, yellow tapes? Because the news is that 4 people, now they're saying 5 people died in the melee, right? 1 woman was shot and killed. We've yet to see her family on the television or interview for that matter, and she was a military vet, right? No information. Normally they would have her family on TV. None. And then the 3 other people that allegedly died, they said they died of, apparent medical emergencies. What? How is a medical emergency the cause of them dying if they down at the Capitol riots? Family, if you get a chance, didn't you think it was really convenient to have the cameras located at every area where they was going to be showing it on television? It was a hoax. I mean, and the only reason I say that because my eyes are not wide shut. I'm seeing things from a different perspective. Not one time did you see ambulances. Not one time did you see fire trucks. Were the names of these victims. And then the next day, business as usual. What? They tell us that the congressmen and representatives is in there, boarded up, hiding, bending beneath desks, and cameras are right there filming them. What? Federal, don't believe everything you see. I mean, this is just on the notion, and I think that whole situation right there, because remember when they was rioting and protesting, earlier this year, 6 months ago, the Black Lives Matter protests, when they was protesting, cops are pretty aggressive, right? We didn't see any of that aggression at the Capitol building. It's almost as if they knew if I kill someone or if I beat someone, I'm getting sued. I mean, it's like they knew, you did? It's like they stayed on code. And that's why we don't have no dog in this race. And it's so funny how those in power play the ignorance and stupidity of the masses, because who in their right mind going to go down to Washington and charge the Capitol building? For what? What did that prove? You know what it proved? It only wanted to cause chaos because they get order through chaos. And then the next day, nothing. Okay. But the same day the rise happened, the stock market got to its highest levels ever. How does that work? People out of work, people losing their homes, getting evicted from apartments. Businesses are pretty much closed for the most part. Look at things from a different perspective, family. And in the meantime, between time, may the Most High inside you bring you joy and stay conscious. And being what is out of 5,000.